25 years, more intimate as more than 84. That's Padrino right there with Sunshine. Shout out to Padrino, man. That song is making some major waves internationally. I saw it on one chart where it was actually number one over some of whoever you think is your favorite reggae or dancehall artist. Just know Padrino's song is actually beating them on some charts around the world. It was in Japan. Yes, Japan. Pick up my brethren Padrino, man, making his music count. And all the 242 artists who are representing, man, I definitely support the movement. So continue doing your do. You know what I mean? Continue doing your do, and don't get discouraged. I know it's really, really hard. You have so much talent, and you have so many artists, putting in their work, and you haven't seen anybody really break through as yet. Anybody really, really break all the way through. So, it could be a little discouraging because you're watching like, man, there's only so far you're gonna go. But no, trust me, I think it's right around. I mean, not even around the bend, like right up the street is where that breakthrough is coming, man. I feel it in my bones. We have some really, really talented artists who are right on the brink of major international success. So yeah, just keep supporting the artists, and artists keep doing your do. I feel as though we're all going to be proud super, super soon in the music arena. All right, speaking of arenas, let's get into the sports arena right now. Romy is connected. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, top of the morning, man. Miguel. Good morning, Bahamas. This is Sideline Sports and Entertainment Bahamas. Turning stories from the sidelines and the headlines here only on More 94.9 FM. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this lovely Tuesday morning. Going to roll right into our sporting report from the local side. Yesterday we did mention that a number of track and field student athletes competed in the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships over the weekend. So we had Danisha Anderson from the women's side. We had Danisha Anderson, Megan Moss, Serena Brown, Charisma Taylor all competing. Danisha and Megan Moss both earning All-American honors in their respective races or their respective disciplines. Serena Brown, she actually is one of our throwers. She ended up coming in 10th overall. She scratched her last throw. And Charisma Taylor, also one of our outstanding track and field athletes. I think she finished up 18th in the championships in her races. Also got to say shouts out to a number of the men on the other side, LaQuinn Nairn, Tamar Green, Terrence Jones. They were in action as well. Again, man, thank you to all of your student athletes out there representing, for the Bahamas, making us proud. Now moving on to some international sports. Of course, we got the continuation of the NBA playoffs. So last night we had the 76ers and the Hawks. What a game. Trey Young is the truth. He's the truth.
I would acknowledge that Trey Young is really good. Like, he is very much not just hype. What I mean? He's a talented player. However, I feel as though, how we talk about, like I always say, like, y'all got to give the Phoenix Suns credit when they beat a team and not just focus on the team that lost.
Yeah.
This time, though, I think the attention really should be on the Philadelphia 76ers for losing that game. I don't think the Atlanta Hawks really won that game. Not saying they didn't play good or good enough to win. Clearly they did because they won the game. But I really feel as though the 76ers lost that game.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of the big stories that came out of that game was the no-showing of Joel Embiid basically in the second half. Yeah. He went 0 for 12.
And it still was a very slim win. So and they were up so much, like they were up by almost 20 at one point in the game. So it's not that. I'm not taking it away from the win from the Hawks. Big shouts out to them, you know what I mean? But I really feel as though that win yesterday really was more of a loss for the 76ers than anything else.
I can kind of agree with you on that one. I give you that one deal. The other game was, of course, the Jazz and the Clippers. So looks like we got a series at West now.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest too when it comes to that game or that series, not just particularly that game. Paul George played good. You know what I mean? Back to back, but it's so scary. It's so scary knowing that he's not as consistent as you would need an all-star to be, man. And that's like going back. Don't look at it. See, you gotta remember I can teach you room too, so it's kind of I look at everybody. But it's kind of like like unsettling if you're a Clippers fan to know that you don't know what you're gonna get from your all-star, bro. And it's like this is your chance to make it beyond the second round, and you're still looking at it like Will we do it? Like,
Hey, I feel the same way about the Clippers too, man. And like you saying about Paul George, you know, I didn't get all that money too.
now, mind you, I am a fan of Paul George. I think he's an amazing player, and I would love to see Paul George get a ring. You know what I mean? But then again, he's in the West playing against the well, if they do make it, they're going to be playing against the Phoenix Suns, and I'm rooting for the hometown boy, man. I'm actually hoping the Phoenix Suns, because I appreciate Chris Paul and his contribution to the league, and also DeAndre Ayton being a behemoth and the amazing way he's playing right now. I am definitely looking forward to the Phoenix Suns going all the way to the NBA Finals and winning it. I want them to win it all. However, if the Clippers happen to make it there, I would feel fairly good about the Clippers going all the way as well. So Paul George has just got to step up and be more consistent, man. That's all I'm hoping for, consistency.
Thank you for pulling the thoughts right out of my head. I concur. Hey, on last note, hey, we got the baseball update. Of course, you know, checking on Jazz, the Marlins. They took on the Cardinals yesterday. 2-4 was the final score. Yeah, the Cardinals won that game. But you know, hey, Jazz still doing his thing, man. Had a single. Drove him had 2 ribbies in that game, and for you, that's an RBI. So when he hit the ball, he had 2 runs score. I just making sure you keep up. You know.
I didn't know. I'm not a MLB connoisseur. Like I don't indulge or watch MLB like that to really understand the game.
But Jazz playing, you know, but you better get into it. Hey, you better catch up.
That is the only part of the MLB right now that I can say is interesting to me, that we got Jazz Chisholm doing this thing. And speaking of Jazz, Jazz is actually currently ranked at number 10th in the All-Star voting. To be the shortstop for the All-Star game. So those of you who can, please get on the MLB site and vote for Jazz. He has to get them numbers up if he wants to make it to that spot. So we need a lot more. Like he's down tremendously. So we need everybody to vote. Even if you don't watch the MLB, like me.
You hear me on social media, you all need to get on your job.
Yeah, Jazz. We need trending. We need him to actually make it to that All-Star, because he deserves it, man. He's been playing amazingly, and he represents us. So that's enough for us to vote for him, all right?
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a wrap. All on you, bro.
All right. I feel as though I should be paid for today's Sideline Sport Report. I did a lot of the...
So what you trying to say? I don't pay you enough?
I just said, I feel as though today I really contributed a whole lot.
You mean today you earn your pay?
I'll give it out, man. More music, more entertainment is on the way. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, we're going to get into the 9 o'clock hour and continue with the morning after. So don't touch it out, all right? Good morning.